we got a notice that there's a new Harbor Freight coming out. And so since VEVOR sent it to us, we thought we'd go check it out anyway. We didn't get anything free from them. We don't expect to get anything free from them. We just thought we'd see what it was. I imagine this is the farthest north one that carries the VEVOR name, because I doubt that they use VEVOR tools regularly at Prudhoe Bay. Morning.
Hi.
Hi. Would you mind if we video a little bit here for our YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's fine. Take a
yeah,
video,
yeah,
picture,
cause
whatever. Yes.
just to show, because we've tried some of the VEVOR tools on our channel. You know, they send some out to people.
Yeah.
That's not, but I just thought, you know, hey, they sent us a notice that you were here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were saying something about the magnetic base drill or something?
Yeah.
Magnetic drill?
Yeah.
You said that you have a couple videos there and you were
Yeah.
actually impressed with how it
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people just put an hour to last night, and they put a TikTok and a Facebook. And
Yeah, it just popped up this morning. I thought they would have announced something.
Yeah.
You guys have been open for a while then before this, or today is it? That's what they said. Yeah.
And we're the very first brick and mortar.
Yeah. Probably the furthest north.
Absolutely.
I doubt if they have any up further than this.
We're the first one in North America.
Oh, in North America even. Wow.
For VEVOR.
Well,
And
really?
also with King Tools also, right? Or this one.
Yeah, we are first store in America.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, most of it has been just selling online.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. I look forward to checking out some of your videos.
Yeah, yeah. We got a few on there. Different machining and
You look
things.
familiar.
That's a tiny little.
We'll remember that. Oh, you did the one where I sharpened a pencil. Yeah. I think it's slightly bigger than that one, but smaller than that one. I think that's kind of in between the two. But it's this design of a machine. I'm probably just what's around me. It's probably this same. It's no bigger now. It's that same size there. I'm sure it is. Oh, well, that's pretty good little. I don't know. I haven't tried breaking these, but I've tried breaking ones that look like them, and I've been real impressed in the past.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah, I've been impressed with most of those, but I haven't tried these exact ones. We have different brand name on it, but we have this set here. Yeah, we have that set there. We paid more than that for it, and we paid shipping. Let's look at our red box. Red box of sockets. 89 bucks in stock. What's in the black box down there? 3/4. Oh wait, maybe ours. No. How big does our socket set go?
Not as big as that one.
Because that's 2.5. Does ours stops at 2? This one stops at 2. I'm wondering if our red box is in between these for size. I thought we had over 2.
We do. I think it does go up to 2.
Yeah, I think so. Which is closer to what we paid for.
It
Yeah.
goes between metric and standard.
Yeah, there's some swappy. That's a pretty nice little box there. But I like the $89 price.
Yeah, that's what we were just looking at. That is insane.
Yeah, that makes those crow's foots that you bought look expensive. Hey. Huh. For truck set.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I do most of my work at home with.
65 bucks. That one's still a changeable screwdriver. That's a pretty good emergency set.
Neat.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was eyeballing those.
Oh,
50 bucks for one.
those are the
100, 150.
plastic wheels. That's good for light stuff, but yeah. They don't quite like our 8-ton ones. They won't do that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
They do have the winches.
Gradual engagement like most. It is 0 to
280 bucks. Man, my truck really needs a winch. Actually, it's a winch.
They had a whole.
I don't know. It's a two-piece. Planer. Yeah. Put it on my tab. I want the planer.
Test what?
Sandblasting cabinet.
Oh,
The planer.
we should, if it weren't for, we got one out there in the yard that we should bring in, really.
I've been asking about that since I started there.
We have a problem of where do we put it?
Where the big furnace is. I've got no use for it, but
Seems like it should have more than 3 dies,
yeah, it looks like it's missing some.
but maybe there's bigger sets and there's not that many sizes that people really use. It might be an abbreviated version, in case made for more. 1/2 to 3/4. So you got, no, 1/2, 3/4, and 1. Yeah, so it's made for 3 dice. That's it, 1/2, 3/4, and 1. Hydraulic hose crimper. Huh. It's not as fancy as the big powered one we had, but it's a whole lot more compact.
As long as this thing can make those 3/8 hoses
Yeah.
not 6 feet long.
Yeah, no, that's the one. At least it says it'll do it. It's got lots of dies with it. You still got to get the fittings. They didn't, did they?
Just in general.
No, they're still okay. They just look like the American-made ones. American-made ones are bad. I hate to say that. It's because they got too coarse of a thread. Too coarse of a thread. You can't put enough load on them.
Yeah.
They just spin. The ends just spin. The Chinese ones are actually better. I bought a bunch of them one time for a customer because I wanted to buy him some really good ones, and they didn't work. They didn't work. Yeah.
56 for 4 master straps. They're about as quality as everything is these days.
Yeah. They had a bunch of little 1-inch ones advertised that I didn't see the price on that were supposed to be cheap. Yeah, that's. That looks just like the one we got. Still in the box. Yeah. The other one we got I haven't opened up yet.
I was just saying too, these are the price on those. Oh, sorry, boss.
Yeah, we did. But there's some few things here that's a better price than we've paid for things in the past too, the other way. And especially if you start looking at shipping on some of this stuff.
Yes.
Because, well, that's kind of cute. What about that? I know you got one, and we use yours, but they look any okay, or?
Oh, thing here. You know, Christmas is right around the corner. My Ranger could use an air horn.
Now, if you want to do some wood whittling with your lathe, there's some wood whittling tools.
Honestly, yeah, they look
Yeah,
pretty
no,
decent.
that's
And this
or whatever.
little wood lathe is pretty cute.
But now me being a crude machinist type, I would go buy the metal lathe and I'd use it for wood if I wanted to.
Oh,
Because then you'd still have a metal lathe. But that's just me. Yeah. Tongs. Not quite anything I'm needing, but I went through and bought a whole bunch of those a while back. Which I bought old antique ones because
Wood height stick.
What do you think, guys?
I try not to do that.
Wide variety of stuff.
yeah. No, I'm pleased with what I see. I see some stuff. You know, it's at better prices than I thought they would have been. You know,
Yeah.
that's the big thing
Yeah.
that
Well,
surprised
with
me.
the
I don't know if you
VEVOR
had
stuff,
to
pretty much-
have an introductory low price or if it's going to
No.
stay this way. Because
No, the VEVOR stuff is pretty low margin for us.
Yeah.
Because we figured if we're going to do that, we've got to be
You-
at the same price or
Yeah.
and in some cases we're a little less. Some maybe a little bit more than their online price.
Right,
But
right.
then with their
But,
online
you
price,
got
usually
shipping.
they're
Shipping is
And
terrible.
a lot of it they won't
The
ship
shipping.
to Alaska.
no, what you do with that is you buy it on Amazon.
Yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
still as cheaper than Amazon prices here.
And you know,
Because I've
for
looked
us
at
to
the
move it
same
out of
stuff,
here-
and we had some that they
Yeah.
sent to us for demonstration, and which darn them, you know, they only got 4 items they'll send to you for demonstration now. They had like 1,000 of them at one time, and Bert was picking up. They had like a $2,500 ice cream machine they would have sent to us at one point. I'm like, I don't need that.
Yeah, and we walk to VEVOR customer service.
What's
Say,
that?
We walk to VEVOR customer service. So if you buy store and something and you need like a repair part, we talk to the customer service and see if they can help.
Yeah.
If you buy it online, if over 13 days and you
Yeah,
customer service
yeah.
too hard, yeah.
Yeah, and I get some people on my, because I had quite a bit of the stuff. I get people that were like, oh, VEVOR stuff is all junk, you know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, Harbor Freight is
Yeah. Oh,
comparable.
exactly.
But
There's
the
good
big
and bad.
difference, the Harbor Freight was a U.S. company bringing in Chinese stuff. This is a
Right.
Chinese company sending out Chinese stuff.
Right.
So they have a little better margin, but it's kind of the same thing.
But you know, some
But
of
what
it is,
you,
Yeah.
it does vary, and I'll say that because
Yeah.
I had one series of reviews that I did, and some of the stuff I bought myself, and I was reviewing some micrometers, and they were just terrible. But it's got lots of views.
Yeah.
'Cause we used them for hook hangers and everything else
Oh,
later
yeah,
on
yeah.
after we realized they were no good.
Yeah, yeah. The thing is that some of the stuff that we've ordered from other suppliers in China that had shipped over on the container
Sure.
is exactly the same. In fact, I had some of it that was packaged with the VEVOR label on the box from the original manufacturer of it.
Sure.
Okay, and then but the same thing with Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
We've had some of the exact same stuff. You know, same
Sure. No.
manufacturer. So
No.
you know, there's only so many
No.
that are doing it, but
No.
you know, we're trying to pick and choose, and you know, we'll bring in other products as we go along and expand on it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at my socket, my 3/4 inch socket sets at home and see how big they are, but I was pretty impressed with those. And I don't see the same, I saw the VEVOR cutter, but I didn't see the same little welders that we've tried. We did they're actually, they're not my favorite of the 110 welders, but they're my second favorite.
Okay, did you
and-
see those on the carts there?
Oh, little wire feeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
This is a MIG
Let's
and
see.
a TIG deal here.
yeah,
And plasma.
Right,
And then this
right,
is
right.
the MIG TIG, and then this is just the plasma cutter. This is a spot welder here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these were kind of in between all those
Oh,
when
are
we
they?
had.
Oh, I
The
see,
reason
okay.
I'd mentioned that, I don't need them. I have hundreds of
yeah,
welders, but
yeah.
as far as for people watching that, because we did a lot where we were paralleling them. And what the advantage is, it's like this one here, you know, will probably put out some reasonable power with when you hook it up to 220. But if you take the ones that are 110, because you can go anywhere and find 110 cords, you hook two of them together, parallel them together. Now you can do real welding with just 110 cords.
Okay, what about,
And
I had a guy ask me
extremely
earlier-
portable.
I had a guy ask me earlier today on the plasma cutter. Now, he has a cabin that he uses with a generator. But that pretty much needs clean power, doesn't it?
It doesn't need clean power, but it needs more power than what
Okay.
you would think.
Yeah.
How big of a
He's got an old
generator?
he didn't say, but he said it's an old generator. It's not one of those
That doesn't
new
matter.
ones that
No,
you
old
need to run
generator's fine.
electronics.
Old generator's fine.
So
That's
with
not a
little bit of
problem.
Voltage fluctuation.
Well, the matter is how much amperage does he have? You need high.
yeah, I'd
If the
have to
voltage
find
is too high, it's happy.
Yeah.
If the voltage is low, it's not going to be happy.
Okay, all right, I
We
didn't know how
actually used that exact. I don't know. It's close to that anyway.
Yeah,
We've still got it there. They sent us one to try, and
Okay, I'll have to let you know.
it didn't like generators, but
yeah.
we were only running it on a 5 kilowatt.
Okay.
You know, so
I'm not
again,
sure. I'd have
if
to-
he's got a
okay.
15, a 20,
Yeah.
you know, I don't think he'd have a problem.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd have a
I'll let
problem.
him know. I think he's.
And the
he-
5 should have ran what we were, but even on the light into cutting, it didn't like it. It
Okay.
really didn't.
All right,
Now-
I'll have to let him know.
Yeah.
I think he's closing his cabin up now till spring. He was just in here earlier.
Sure.
But in the future, I'll have an answer for him.
And then you still got to have an air compressor with it. So now we need the power for the air compressor too,
Yeah.
which is a little problematic if your generator's on the borderline and you're running an electric
Sounds
air.
like
You could.
The generator was big enough, but it just wasn't one of the newer ones that has what they call the clean power, and I forget what they call that stuff. But,
Well, actually, your early generators have clean power.
okay.
Then you have your mid-year generators, which is where they're using an inverter.
Okay.
And so they're making power, but they're a square wave or a modified for the power output. And then they've got some of the newer inverter ones that put out a actual sine wave with an inverter. But if it's a really old one, it's plain windings and it puts out clean power. It's really not a power cleanness, but you have to be able to keep up the voltage and
Okay,
amperage.
enough of it.
Just have enough of it.
Well,
And a wire size makes a difference too.
yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. It's a store. It is VEVOR stuff, which is good and bad sometimes. Pretty much everything that was in there looked pretty good. There's some stuff that was a little cheesy, but it was lower priced. And all in all, though, the prices are better here than they will be if you buy it on a VEVOR store. So if you're local to Fairbanks and you're looking at VEVOR stuff, I would come here.